Hey, what's up guys? Bright2J back with an all-new Yay Toys Plus, and today's review is going to be on the Mezco Toyz 112 Collective Diabolik figure. We got to first see this guy in prototype form a handful of years ago, and I can't believe we finally got it. Lots of positive reviews online, so I decided I wanted him, and now I have him. And special thanks to Forbidden Planet, as they had him in stock. So with that being said, let's open up Diabolik. And here's Diabolik, and I have to say, so far so good. He looks to be kind of like a generic thief that you would see like somebody like Batman or Spider-Man chasing after. But from what I know is that he's an Italian supervillain. So they kind of went with something out of the blue. And I only know that because D Amazing mentioned it in his video. The head sculpt is really nice. As you can see, it's mostly black. There's the mouth and the nose and the ears that are sculpted, and all done in black. The most that's there, flesh tone, is the just the eyes, like that area. The eyebrows, really nice paintwork. The nice blue eyes, yes, they are blue. Really cool. And forgive me if I sound stuffy. I am still fighting a cold. So, I do like the way the black paint matches the black Mezco fabric. I don't call it pleather, because I feel like they have their own special fabric. Comment down below if you agree. Really cool looking. This seems to be the Spider-Man body, or the Gomez body, which is the same body. Why this couldn't be used for Vigilante Daredevil, I don't know, because this one has double jointed elbows. Same lankiness, but, you know, that's a rant for another day. So, this has a nice, cool, like, feel to the fabric. And I know it's hard to, like, really give you, like, detailing, because there is none. It's not a hero, like, it's not, you know, a figure with, like, an emblem or a belt or something, you know? Like, this is a generic figure. Yeah, it looks really cool, though. The most I can tell you about the detailing is in the gauntlets or the gloves. And there's an area on the bottom here where you could actually hide a knife. He comes with a lot of knives. So we're going to talk about accessories in a little while, but you got one here, and then one here. So you can actually have him just have the knife on him, and that is impressive. As for his articulation, pretty articulated since it's the Spider-Man body. The head and the neck are separate pieces. I love when they do that. So you get it to go all the way around. Looks down about that far, back about that far. Arms can go out all the way. That's all the way. I like that they sit pretty flush to his side. They can go back about that far. That is impressive for Mezco. Without, like, bunching up the fabric and stretching it out and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't leave the arms that way, because over time that'll rip or tear or whatever. But, you know, you want to do a shot, it'll work. He does have an upper bicep swivel, like I said, double jointed elbows, which go in pretty far. They stop about right there. He does have traditional Mezco wrist pegs, so you get all the way around, as well as the hinge. You know, you could always, like, pull the hand off, twist the hinge, and you get it go the other way. Sick diaphragm. Decent ab crunch. Back about that far. Wow. That is really cool. Decent waist articulation as well. Legs can kick out all the way. I'm sorry, split all the way. Kicks out actually about that far. Back about that far. Upper thigh cut on the leg there, which is cool. Double jointed knees, which go in really far. He does have There's no rotation on the top because there's really not any boots. It's all like the pants. But for his little, like, you know, sneaking sneakers, there's beautiful ankle pivot, and unlike Spider-Man, you can actually see where the pivot is. You know, for the black suit Spider-Man anyway. So that's really cool. So that's his articulation. That is impressive. Yeah, I really like this thing already, and I haven't even touched the accessories yet. So with that being said, let's pull out the accessories. So Diabolik actually comes with a lot of accessories. The first accessory I'm going to start off with is the unmasked head sculpt. Get this to focus better. And there it is. And I have to say, off the bat, this looks really, really good. And some people might think I'm wrong, but it almost looks like the late Freddie Mercury. So yeah, that's something. But all in all, I think this is a great head sculpt. I think it looks really, really nice. Like, really nice attention to detail. And I don't know if you could really see it, but it's almost uncanny and how good it is that they captured a guy wearing a mask and then him taking his mask off and revealing his face. That looks pretty cool. So there's that there. Next up, you got a couple of different sets of hands. You have a pair of grabbing, like almost like choking type hands. You do get a pair of hands that are they're built to hold the knife. And these look really cool as well. Then you get a pair of hands to grip. And they also look really, really good. Next up, you get a pair of night vision goggles. And they fit on the head decent from what I've seen. I mean, you could almost kind of make like a makeshift Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. Like, there's so many options to do with this thing. So like, they went above and beyond and captured pretty much everything that we wanted in a figure of this like capacity. So next up, you got a backpack. And now, what's really cool about this backpack is that this actually opens. Like so, and you can actually store a few items in. Closes really easy. Nice, you know, design work and sculpt work on that. Looks really, really cool. You do get 3 combat knives. Really nice sculpt as well. And then you actually get 6 throwing daggers. So they didn't skimp out. They really gave us a lot. So there's those. Next up, we have a sheath for his leg. It looks like you could put it on either right or left leg. And that is for the combat knife. Nice sculpt work too. Next up, you have a wristwatch. And I don't know if you can see it, but they actually painted the time on there. It looks like it's little after 4:30. It's hard to see that on camera, I know, but like, I had to really squint just now. And I have good vision, and I had to squint up. Next up, you have what they call an imperial egg. So it's kind of like those Fabergé eggs that are worth so much money that thieves like to steal. Looks like it's translucent with some gold paint. Really nice sculpt work there too, and the base looks really nice as well. Next up, you have a diamond, which, don't lose this. I would say never take it out of the box, because this is so clear that it might fall into that abyss. As I drop it, luckily it landed on the table. And then finally, you get a pair of suction cups. You know, the infamous climb up buildings type. And they really suction. That is great. And pictures I've seen online of like people that own the figure, they stuck him somewhere and he was apparently like there for a day or two, which is really cool that they actually hold. So yeah, there's a lot of playability with this figure. There's a lot. And really quickly, I'm going to show you guys, you know, like the knife inside the little wrist sheath. So they actually fit in hilt side up, and they blend in, and that way he can just reach down and throw it. And that's pretty cool. That is an impressive figure, Mezco. Very impressive. You outdid yourselves again, and I'm really happy. So, alright, well, I'm going to wrap up now and probably take some cold medicine. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing. Did not expect to buy this figure today, or do this video. I have a lot of things planned, so stay tuned. You can find me on social media at Bry_2J, both on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to follow the channel on Instagram, it's YayToys Plus, all one word. You can probably find this video on InnerCityGeeks.com eventually. I gotta, when I'm better, post a lot up. You can, of course, go there anyway and listen to everything else that's on there, including the Inner City Geeks podcast, which has been part of Spotify now since the beginning of the year, so that's really cool. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap up, and like I said, going to go take some cold medicine, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.